Ooh. Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. Hello. Ooh. Happy Monday. Manic Monday. Mofo Mondays. No Mercy Mondays. What's up, everyone? Hold on. I have the phone in there. I gotta leave it upstairs. I left the phone upstairs. Hold on. The other one. Ooh. What do I do with it? Hold on. Put it down somewhere. What's this? Hold on. I gotta call the phone real quick. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Ooh. We're back. Found it. Ooh. One of those mornings, folks. One of those mornings. Woo! Okay, we're good. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone.
Because there's literally nothing he could do.
All right, we're good. Good morning, everyone. This is the Bus Stop Live check-in. This is the captain speaking. Dr. Turtleboy here. And no, Popo. And in case they do it again, we're gonna get them on film this time. But anyway, if you guys, I am so glad I finally finished the marathon. Exposing, if you will, of everything that's happened and mystery solved. And now you guys know what a psychopath everyone is. Certain people are. And now I'm done. Now I'm done. That's it. I'm good. I've let it all out. Um, you know, if she starts dropping like more recordings, God knows how much she's recorded me for. Probably, that's the only way I could see me ever having to speak on this again is if she drops some fucking recordings, because I'm sure she's recorded everything, and you have to address it or whatever. But like, I just can't imagine. What else are you gonna put out there? I mean, the one last night was like, oh, that's it. That actually makes me look good. Oh, yeah, what? Okay. Anyway, yeah, she changed her handle again, so it is what it is. Let her have her fucking meltdown. I've exposed what she's done. Anyone who's like friendly with her at this point or wants to follow her was welcome to do so. That's it. There's really nothing more that needs to be said. So, all right. So, other than that, I got a big week ahead of me. We have a hearing, a virtual hearing now on Friday. It's no longer in person. It sucks because Cosgrove passed in his opposition to our motion to dismiss whenever he felt like it. And then there was, so that was that. And then on Thursday, I have my trial in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It'll be virtual too, with that woman who thinks that she needs a restraining order against me because I wrote about her and what she did to Paul O'Keefe, and she thinks that that is grounds for. The court there has issued an unconstitutional order that I am refusing to abide by because it's unconstitutional. I don't follow unconstitutional orders. If a judge tells me that I have to pull down content on my website, I will tell that judge, no, I will not be doing that. And if you can arrest me for that, if you'd like, I don't care if I'm out on bail. You're not going to get your bail revoked because you didn't take down an article. I mean, the government cannot tell you to take down an article. They can't do it. They can't be like, you have to take this article down because it makes this person upset. Too bad. Too bad and so sad. Not my problem. Not my problem. Um, yeah, I can't believe how easy it was for her to get that order. Yeah, I mean, you haven't heard the audio. The audio is so much worse. And I don't even know if I'm allowed to play it, even though it happened in a courtroom. It's just like, why is this stuff secret? I don't owe anyone anything. And I feel like I should be able to report on it. So we'll see. We'll see. Eventually it'll all come out. I have no doubt about that. But, so I'll be dealing with that on Thursday. I have a trial. Friday, like I said, I have, so we do have a hearing, a virtual one at 2:15 on Friday. And, at that virtual hearing, I think it's just like a logistics hearing. I'm not entirely sure. But, um, I posted about. It's like I've forgotten about it. I've been so consumed with all this other bullshit that I haven't even been able to focus on what matters. So that's why I wanted to get that out of the way yesterday, just so we can focus on what actually matters. Because that was a huge distraction. Unfortunately, it was a distraction that I had no choice but to address. It had to be addressed. I'm glad that I addressed it. Now everyone knows what happened. Everybody knows the whole recording story. You know. It's like it was all her. She did it all. So there's that. Um, and none of this would have happened if she didn't intentionally try to blow the whole thing up because she was mad because she got dumped. Dumped. Didn't want to be with her. And this is how some people handle rejection. Because they didn't want to fuck her the night of the will. Oh, well. Too bad. So sad. As they say, it happens. But tonight, of course, I'll be going live again because the New England Patriots are on. I did say I would just share the AI version of the AI breakdown of the relationship. I thought that was pretty telling. That was the only thing I didn't get to. I'll just share that tonight at halftime. And that's basically it. So, yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, so I saw that. I mean, I'm done with that chick, Brandi, too. I mean, what she said, like, I retweeted, somebody posted it out. She was just like, oh, Karen's got a more important thing because she's exposing murderers. Like, and he's like, he chose to be in this. Bitch, have you fucking followed my case at all? I'm facing 90 years in jail because I exposed murderers, because I talked about corruption. Like, I'm doing the same thing you're doing, literally. And you're like, well, he kind of brought it on himself. He's kind of asking for it. He kind of maybe deserves it a little bit. Karen didn't have a choice. Exactly. Exactly. Karen would never, if you were in this position, falsely accused of murder, she would never stand up for you. You know why I know that? Because she said that on Dateline. She's like, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do what these people are doing. She said it right from the horse's mouth. You're choosing to be here, as am I. She's not. Because she's just like the victim of this all. She's not the hero. She's not the person that's choosing to do any of this. She would sit this one out if it was me or you. So yeah, good riddance to people like that. And she's smart enough to know better. Karen's smart enough to know better, and if they only knew the things that Karen said about them. So anyway, I'm good with people like that. If that's your stance, see you later. I'm good. Bye. Bye. Don't want you there. We got plenty of real supporters that'll come. Don't need you there. See ya. Um, anyway, sorry, I'm like stuck behind the school bus now. We may make a new rule. If your twit-twats are longer than Plevin, yeah, you're done. Yeah, it's like, and they're not very convincing either. She's another ratchet. She went after Tommy and Mike. Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. Not everybody likes Tommy and Mike. I get it. Like, Tommy and Mike they don't exactly have clean hands. Like, they mix it up just as much as they take, they go back and forth. I don't think anyone is in the wrong or in the right necessarily with them. They just had a fucking feud. And I wanted no part of it. I'm like, I ain't getting involved in this shit. But Tom is no, he's not like, he's not a shrinking violet exactly, as they say. Not Brandi Churchwell. No, no, she's great. She is sitting this out about you. Exactly. That's fine. I don't want her there. I don't need people like that. Plenty of people will be there. Remember though, she's the one that had the infamous. She made a video I commented on, and she's like, the only reason people are saying stuff about Karen and not Alan Jackson is because she's a woman. This is massage therapy. What? No, I'm pretty sure it's because we all didn't unite to support Alan Jackson. I think, and Alan Jackson didn't go on the JFK show and comment. I'm pretty sure Alan Jackson did not okay her doing that. Like, yeah, go on there and light the world on fire. Yeah, burn down the whole movement that was created to support you. Yeah, go do that. Just fuck all these people that supported you. I just couldn't imagine ever being that fucking ungrateful to anyone. Fuck me. What about everyone else? All right. All right, let's go do this. All right, so let's see what else everyone's saying here. Did you let Alan know she recorded him? I don't know. Alan could watch it. She recorded Alan Jackson when the day of the acquittal. When I was at her house when Alan Jackson called me and said, he wanted to say it was like a really nice call. It was like 10 minutes, telling me that like I was the first person after his wife that he called, and that he wanted to personally thank me and blah blah blah. And it was really nice. And it was a nice moment. And I'll probably never get that tape now. I would have liked to have that tape. That would have been a cool tape to have. But, alas, we're not going to have it. So, sorry, just let me get set up here. I'm going to see if I can jump on stream here. Give me 1 second to jump on my computer. All right. I could probably just jump on and get a better view of this if I do this. Enter studio. Enter. Visual effects, none. All right. We're good. Let's do this. All right. We're good. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? This is better. I can read it this way better. Well, how do I get rid of this other one? Get rid of that. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so we're back. Anyone have any questions or anything? I got to keep this somewhat short today. I got to meet with my lawyers this morning, which means I got to leave in like 15 minutes. But yeah, you always have receipts. I had a lot of receipts. That took a long time to compile all those receipts. But yeah, the Brian Walsh case, it starts today, right? The trial. I will definitely be following that, listening to that. That should be interesting. They've picked a whole jury, I assume, by now, right? Dude, I've done 3 straight live streams. Last night I ended at 2 a.m. And then it was 2:30 a.m. the other 2 times, but time to move on. Exactly. Melanie's on now. Okay. Were you surprised at the unprofessional tone of the motion for Cosgrove? No, because that's the way he always, he called me in the other one. He said that he begs for donations. I saw that. And it's like, that is unprofessional in and of itself. It's just like, okay, sure, dude. It's incorrect, but I noticed Bettero wasn't on with Nurse Kim yesterday. That don't look too into that. Of course she's not done yet, but that's the thing. You just let her talk, you know? There's nothing for me to say. Opening statements are today. Okay, cool. Yes, I did. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. Camera is amazing. So perfect. Yeah, I just switched over to my computer. Am I going to live stream it? I mean, I have things to do today. I can't. I have work to do. I mean, my legal shit is like 24/7, unfortunately. Do I keep in touch with Kelly Reed? I've talked to her here and there. But I guess, I mean, how about that Esty thing? Fucking Esther. Fucking Esther. What an opportunistic. I didn't see any lies detected from her, but it's just Esther always has motives, you know? Yeah, we make fun of creators who beg for donations. I don't really see anyone. I mean, who even begs for donations? Nobody. Everybody just leaves. I mean, the super chats are on most channels. People give if they want to. I can't think of a single creator that like begs for donations for themselves. Like Crawford, maybe a little bit. But like even he doesn't really beg, you know. People just give because they want. It's just part of the culture of YouTube is people giving money and paying for shit, you know. It's like your new cable. It's better than cable. Oh, thank you, Test the Mess. I appreciate that. What do you think of Esty's post? I went over it last night on the show. You can go watch that. You still got to tell us about the AI boyfriend. So it was an AI. I submitted the messages about my mom's funeral. All of those, I submitted those to to AI. We just fed them to the AI machine, and AI did an evaluation of the relationship that was like just the most spot on thing you've ever read. It was amazing. And remind me, I'll play those during halftime because I'm going to be streaming the Patriots game tonight against the Giants. And which, by the way, I have to say this: I have a weird, bad feeling about tonight's game. I don't know why. I can't shake it. But hopefully, nothing. I don't know. I just have this weird feeling. I don't know. Anyway, I'll be much better after we win it. I'll share the AI evaluation of the relationship at halftime, and then we're really done with it, you know. But SD should have said that stuff in the first place. Exactly. You know, she held on to that until she saw that Crazy Pants Nightmare was attempting to replace her as the new person who will coordinate everything for Karen during her whatever. All right. These late nights are killing me. So no more late nights. We're good. We're good. I mean, this is going to be 5 nights of streaming in a row. No. Yeah, because we didn't do Thursday Sex Cult. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We'll have 5 nights of streaming in a row. 6 or 7. 6, 7, yeah. Oh, dude, the elf this morning when I went to my ex-wife's house was holding cards that said 6, 7. I forgot to take a picture of it. It's hilarious. Playing cards, like the 6 and 7 of diamonds that had. Okay. Exactly, like the line being hurt. I don't like that. But we'll see. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, you know? You must be exhausted. I'm a little tired, but, you know, running on pure energy, you know? She's publicly had my back late, but everything with Esther is for like a reason. Like she's trying to get back in. It's just not going to happen. Sorry, Esther. What you said was correct, but I see you. I know what you're about, and it's just not going to happen. But at least she recognizes that everything I said was true, you know? A nice halftime show, exactly. All right. Anyone else got anything to say? Did I see Ray? I did not see James Jackson or Ray go at it yesterday. I missed it. Was it good? Like during the day they went at it and missed it. Good. Okay. So I had a previous bad feeling about the Patriots. I don't know. It's better to just be
less confident than that until, we don't have Tom Brady. Drake May hasn't done shit really, until he does that. And you might notice that I'm wearing my glasses like this because when you go like this, you see how it annoys me. How the computer screen reflects. I just hate that. So you go like this, it's better. All right. Drake May has to win the big one before it can be fully confident going into games that like we got this one in the bag, Like if I was a Bills fan, I wouldn't feel that way about Josh Allen because he hasn't done it. I would feel the same about Lamar Jackson. Like the only one that's done it is Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. That's it. No one else has done it. Who else has won a Super Bowl in the last 5 years? Anyone? Matthew Stafford's done it. That's true. And it's only his second year. He's going to keep getting better. He ain't done improving. All right. What else is going on? Notre Dame's going to have a tough one to get into the college football playoff, man. This is tough. I thought this was a shoo-in, but no one in the top 10 lost. Everybody just keeps winning. Like they're going to be like the 10th team, and like they're competing for a spot. If Alabama loses in the SEC championship, they're definitely going to get anything. But if Alabama wins the SEC championship, then Notre Dame is without a doubt the 10th team. And who are they going to play? Like they would have to beat out Miami, who has 2 losses, and beat Notre Dame head-to-head. That's a tough one. And then the loser of the Big 12 championship, BYU or Texas Tech, is going to have a good. I don't know. It's going to be tough. Anyway. Yeah, fuck Krusty. I don't really care. Go ahead. Nobody cares about her. I mean, that's her peer group now, Let us know how it goes today with court. I don't have court today. I'm just meeting with my lawyers today. Yeah, it's Drake. Exactly. Drake May, a couple of years from now. Twisted Tragedy's gray hairline. Oh, that's funny. I've only heard you praise Boots while Mo secretly looked down on them like Boozy, huh? I don't know. I don't know. Tell the lawyers to say hi. Okay, I'll do that. The chat says hi, gentlemen. You named yourself after the statue on the common. That's correct. The Worcester Common. That's right. Broncos is going to the Super Bowl. I don't know about that one. Bless them out from Texas. I don't know about that one. I'm still not convinced by the Broncos. They keep winning these games. I mean, but they've won 9 in a row. They've been losing in all 9 of those games. That's a crazy stat. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the sum of it all, disappointment. Yeah, it does feel good now that I'm not dragging that chain around. And some people aren't going to like me after that, but that's fine. You're not going to please everyone. No matter what you do, not everyone's going to like you. And you can't make everyone like you. And it is what it is, I'm sure that'll be discussed. We'll see. Yeah, exactly. Like that. If you watch that video of I'm going to tell the police I hit you and think anything other than like that she's completely in the wrong, then I have no use for you. Pat's live stream tonight. That's right. That's right. And this is it, Valerie. She wants to be the central focus of the show. It's not going to happen. Exactly. Like you got a whole weekend. We got it all out of our system. You're not going to be crusty. I'm not going to keep talking. You know what I mean? We're done. So I can tell when someone likes being called out on Turtleboy, when they thoroughly enjoy it. And that will not be then you're just giving them what they want when that happens. She clearly likes it. Yeah, the way she smiled at the camera was not good. Wait, Boston Brandi seems to be making it seem like you hated boots on the ground from what it seems. Why the fuck would I hate boots on the ground? Like, why would I do that? I love boots on the ground. They came to all my shit. They support me. They were the soldiers of the movement, the foot soldiers of the movement. Why would I not like them? I love boots on the ground, you know? Why would I not like them? Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I started boots on the ground. Like boots on the ground started on July 25th, 2023, when I showed up to the courthouse for a Karen Reed hearing with a bullhorn and stood on the stairs and started a protest in favor of justice for John O'Keefe and Karen Reed. That's when boots on the ground started. I don't know if all the boots on the ground people were there. Some of us have been around longer than others. It doesn't matter. Like boots on the ground refers to is like a symbol of people who show up, you know, people who protest, people who make their voices heard in person, not just on the internet. That's what we mean by boots on the ground, actually there, not just on the internet. And that's what boots on the ground was, and that's where I was. You know, I wasn't at every single protest in Dedham, like or anything like that, but of course it grew. Boots on the ground was a movement that grew. You know, people actually showing up, and that started July 25th, 2023. That's when technically it started July 22nd, 2023, with the rolling rally, but like that was the first time we turned it from like an internet thing. Like I was going out to Canton town halls interviewing people, but we weren't mobilizing mass movements and protests until then. And that's when they decided to start pursuing witness intimidation charges against me. Once I got other people mobilized and physically showing up, that's when they're like, this guy has to go to jail, you know? Yeah, I mean, I am so eternally thankful to Boots on the Ground what they did, and I've said it many times since Karen Reed's acquittal. Haven't heard it from her, so if that's what they feel, that they're entitled to that, but they're misguided. Hmm. I understand. Half of FKR was watching Boots on the Ground, just hang out outside. For Christ's sake, I watched Mike and Tommy go golf. Did they? Did you really? They're like, I mean, they were boots on the ground, but they got like excommunicated by boots on the ground over. But again, I don't think they're faultless. Like Tommy and Mike can give it as much as they could take it. You know what I mean? I like them all. I liked them all. That was my take on it. She was referring to John O'Keefe in her original Twitter post. I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, she was happy to take the support. She was happy to have all the money. She was happy, you know. She didn't have to do anything for that, but she made me. Yeah, Erica's boots on the ground. Dina's boots on the ground. Like, what are we? Scott McGinnis's boots on the ground. Like, there's no like boots on the ground consensus of anything like that, you know. Remember when Karen got pissed? Chrissy hugged her. I do remember that. I do remember that. The resistance crew. I like them. You know, I mean, they're boots on the ground, kind of. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I mean, that says it all. Yeah, everyone needs an Erica Walsh in their life for sure, for real. You know. Okay. Oh, Rita too. Rita was boots on the ground too until you know, until she didn't get invited to the dinner. And I thought that was on their part a little, you know, a little much. They should have got over it, but at the same time, it goes a long way. You know, it's like if I were Karen, I would be like, I would have reached out to Rita and been like, you know, that would have meant the world to Rita. I'm sure, you know. Was Meredith friends with Deanna and Lauren before or after you? Yeah, she had become friendly with Deanna through the movement. in like probably October or September. I don't know what month they started. But they were both at the Halloween party in 2023. But they met through the movement, you know. And you know, I feel bad for Deanna. You know, she's in a. I mean, that was one of her bridesmaids at the wedding. It's tough for her, and I would never ask her to be. I would never make any demands of her, like you have to do this or like, she. I feel bad for Deanna. It's an uncomfortable position to be in, you know. But I'm always befriended her. She's a great lady, good friend. They're similar to the text with me, huh? Karen's text with John. You think so? I don't know. I think I think they're a little worse. Um, like I didn't see Karen telling John anything like, your kids, me, you know? Yeah, you know, like that the desire to be around Karen Reed should really be studied. You know, it's for some of these people, it's like intoxicating for them. They say I run a cult. Like, I don't, what are you talking about? Like, people leave me a lot. Like, you can't leave a cult. I don't know if people know that. You're not allowed to like leave. People leave all the time here, and then more people come in, you know? What happened to Paul Christopher? I have no idea. He had beef with Boots on the Ground. He never told me. I have no idea. Stop showing up. Sad. I like Paul. I mean, he was a big time supporter, but he had beef with Boots on the Ground or resistance to syphilis. I forget which one. All right, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Is Boston Brandy in the chat? I saw someone tag her. Um, how about this? I hope you can hear this criticism in the spirit that's offered. Son, you seem to struggle with the sex addiction and will regret that. Your kids will be faced with your vulgar attitude and comments. Okay. I mean, who doesn't have a sex addiction? If that's an addiction I'm okay with. That's a fun addiction, if that's the case. I don't really have a sex addiction. I'm not like I don't get I've done streams the last like 5 nights. Like, that's 5 nights in a row. You guys are gonna see I didn't get laid. How can I have a sex addiction if I can go that long without sex? You know? How addicted am I to that? Okay. Yeah, that's true. If Karen's running a cult, she is the worst cult leader ever. That's true. That's true. What's up, Brandi? You want to come on? Is that what you're saying? I can give you like 3 minutes. I feel like it would be longer than that because I got to get going. I got to start going to my lawyer's office. Maybe another time we can debate this. You know, she bought tickets to both parties. Well, that's nice. I like hearing you say my name, Brandi. All right, Brandi, love you. Dude, it got spicy at the end of the stream last night. That chick that came on and told me she wanted to that I should sell moldings of my dick with a turtle thing that rubs the clit. Like, whoa, that got heavy fast. A little too much sex. Like, that's for Thursday. That's a conversation for Thursday nights. That was wild. She had like a sexy voice too. Watch it be AI. Admit it, you were turned on listening to it. I was a little bit. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. I know it's a morning show. I know. I can't help it. Brandi is one of the most dedicated boots on the ground out there. I know because I was there. Oh, for sure. You know, she's at every she's there every day. 100%. Nobody's diminishing that at all. But she's basically saying that like Karen fighting a lawsuit is more important than me fighting for my life and the First Amendment because I stood up for Karen. Because that could be Brandi, you know, that could be you, right? What if it was you in my position? Like, what's the difference between me and you? We both showed up, right? We both protested. We both called. I guess the difference is that I went up to Jennifer McCabe and asked her questions. A murderer. So that's me trying to get to the bottom of who killed John O'Keefe and asking her questions. And because of that, they put me in jail because of that. Okay. Anyway. All right. I got to get going because I got to go meet my lawyers. But we will talk to you guys soon. And keep up the good work, guys. We'll see you tonight for the game. All right. Peace to you, bum grease. Outie.
It calls for data including calendars, alerts, reminders, notes,